Hello, welcome to Startup Greece Talks. On this episode, I will meet Christos Ioakimidis from Inteligg. Welcome, Christos. Thanks for being here. How are you?
Fine. Thank you, Thanos. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you.
So that's great to see you and meet you once again. So this I think that on that interview we will have the opportunity to discuss more about Inteligg. So, but before that, please, could you please share with us some more info about you? Actually, if you have any story to share with me and with the audience.
Sure. Okay. Just let's go ahead. A few things regarding myself. I have studied. Let's start from the studies in a certain way. Mechanical engineer, finished in 1994. And then I continue for a Master of Science degree in Mechanical Aerospace in the United States till 96. And then I did get my PhD in 2001 beginning in UK as a mechanical chemical engineer. And before that, even I have been in different countries doing some Erasmus program, trying to build my CV because I knew from very young that I wanted to become a researcher, especially. I was always fascinated by the fact to be able to discover new things and try to be able to apply them. So that's why I studied mechanical engineering since I was 15 years old. At that period of time, by the way, we had to select the division in the after high school in Lyceum where we wanted to study, and this was known to me since I was 15. So at the age of 30 years old, then I have finalized my PhD degree, and then I came back as it was more or less normal to do my military service as an official. Also, once again, I had to do things regarding my research at that period of time, which was related with the aerospace sector. And during also this period, I have been doing some teaching, actually quite a lot of teaching. I have been teaching since I was 23 years old, starting even from the last years of the university, and being also abroad as a teaching assistant and in the lab and so on. So anyway, finalized also the PhD, and then it was the time that I was focused more to go ahead and to become a professor. So I studied, I became as an adjunct professor in various universities in Greece, and making as my focus to become professor in the university. So this happened after 6-7 years, but not in Greece. I became assistant professor in Lisbon, in the Instituto Superior Técnico, University of Lisbon, the most well-known university, in the mechanical engineering department. And then it was also the time that I started having big research groups, because till that time I was mostly concentrating a lot of know-how and knowledge to be able to apply it, I guess, afterwards. So in 2018, I was able to start a very unique program that I was building at that time in Portugal, that they wanted to proceed with their universities and make them more famous, more extroverted. And there was this collaboration with MIT. So I was an assistant professor, senior researcher at the same time. And I had built a big research group of around 15 to 20 research students of any level, PhD, master, postdocs, and doing research in the energy sector. By the way, I have to mention here that always energy, it was the main thing that I had studied wherever I was, yeah. And so I was specialized. Just to mention, I think I forgot it. While I have been working in Greece as a professor during the period between 2001 and 2007, I had done also an MBA executive in Thessaloniki, which its topic once again was related with energy. It was a hydrogen sector, but still on energy. So anyway, coming back, 2010, I had to move and go at MIT because I had a joint appointment with MIT. So I was there for 1 year, and doing some more research with colleagues from MIT. And then it was, I had an offer from a Spanish university. And since my wife also is Spanish, I went back in Spain, in Bilbao, where I was an associate professor till 2014. And then I had a nice new opportunity that was given to me from another university, which was in Belgium, and this time as a professorship. And so in 2014, I have moved in the University of Mons, which is and there I had to create again a third research group, which again, the general theme was related with energy. Till that time, I did not have so much time, but still didn't have so much time, but I had started my, let's say, my tries for a company, to create company, maybe not by myself directly, at this kind of level related with energy topic, since 2008, since I was in Portugal, actually with one of my students. We had participated at that period of time on the Microsoft competition award, and we were the first ones in Portugal to get it. And we had created a very unique virtual power plant related with smart grids. Yeah. And we were looking to be able to expand this and to make a product actually, which we would be able to make use in houses.
Okay.
But so that is in some few words. I could continue afterwards if it is if you would like, yeah. But I would prefer.
Let's come on now, and yeah, and I would like to ask you more about what is your startup about, and to connect it with the previous experience that you said, because you have referred about the energy specialization that you get and the experience that you get throughout your whole career, and the job that you have done before, and the attempts that you have done on the entrepreneurship, let's say, path.
Yes, well, as I mentioned, I did like energy since I was 15 years old, also due to the fact that my father was an electrician, so I was very fascinated with this fact. And I have worked in this field also for companies related on energy, studied on the field of energy, so all my life has been on the energy field. And it is in 2000, well, actually, we started this idea that became the company. It was since 2016, we were doing some research, and in that period of time, we had to do some experiments in Greece in collaboration with the research institution. And then we said, yeah, why not go ahead? It's about time to create the company and get some outputs of this research that we were doing. So in 2018, we participated, we were selected, and we participated in this, I think it was the fourth cycle of EGG in the accelerator incubator in Athens, Greece. And so we have created at that period of time also the company, 2018, beginning of it. And at that period of time, I have to say the topic itself was not related directly with what we are doing right now. It was mostly indirectly, because as I would like to mention, our expertise, myself, along with people that they are working in the company, and they have been working also for a long time with me as researchers. So we have a very, very compact team. It was energy algorithms, I would rather say it in general, yeah. So at that period of time, we have created a device, a very nice device that, and a very nice portable device that was making use of artificial intelligence algorithms. But I think maybe the market, maybe the timing, it was not possibly the proper one. And it was shown a very big interest, especially from European Union, not so much in Greece, because for some reason, this was actually a device for making people to detect the particulates of PM, as we call them, in the atmosphere, and to avoid any persons that they have any problems with their breath, like asthmatic or people with breast problems to have a vehicle routing alternative. So to get this, they have this device and they can select a different kind of road, not to enter from a very polluted area. But based on that one, we made pivoting in a certain way, and also based on that device and the idea itself was very innovative, because I have to say this was something that, by the way, we published it on a scientific journal, and it was a very basic journal that has been used afterward for COVID all over the world. Yeah. Because PM 2.5, they are directly related with COVID-19, and this was proved afterwards, after 2 years. So we used this know-how, and we repivot a little bit, but at the same time, we had been awarded the Seal of Excellence by European Union. And then we decided to focus further on, not exactly on that one, but on the algorithms and for a new idea that has been generated at that period of time. And this new idea was to be able to create, once again, a device, a hardware device, okay, although we were doing a lot of software on the back of it, yeah, for the energy sector, for the energy management sector. Since we have been persons, all of us, that they have been working in this sector, we have seen that there was a big gap related with the energy management on buildings or on houses itself. So we decided to make use of our algorithms, because some big part of the ones that we have used in the first case, in the first device, we use them in the second, and to be able to apply for a new device called smart thermostat. Yeah. So we have created, after 2 years of very hard work, hardware, which it is a smart thermostat that can be used in houses, but even more in buildings. And then even more is the back of it, which is the software itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been 2 years. We have created this very hard because it wasn't possible to make the hardware, especially in Greece. We did the hardware abroad. Yeah. And then we had 1 year, around 15, 16 months, it was the COVID. It started in 2020, if I'm not mistaken, in March. I was still abroad. And I decided to concentrate more on that one. So I came in Greece, I came to focus that more. I decided to leave my academic position and to focus really on that one. By the way, I left the academic position also because I wanted to return in Greece and try to make something really good here, And we had this device and the algorithms developing further on for at least 16 months. We did pilot in 4 different countries. These were in Greece, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Spain. So it took around 16 months to verify everything that we have been doing. And then finally, we came in 2022, and we have seen very great results. I mean, we were able to see the results also during this period of time, but because we were not doing simultaneously all the pilots, yeah. But and because what happened is we had a philosophy to see how big we can become, because we have started with a basic house of 100, let's say, 150 square meters, or an apartment, 125 square meters, and we were able to apply till 4,500 square meters of an industrial building in Spain. And so we have seen that, so we wanted to see the size, the complexity of the building, how it reacts, and then at the same time to be able to calculate also if we would be able to use this device or our own device, how many square meters we would need per sensor to put on a building. Yeah, this is a very unique number, because based on that one, we are able to make an offer to the clients. So we were able to find this number, But at the same time, what happened is because based on our previous expertise, which has been very, very strong, we had already sent in, I think it was in 20, we started in the September of 2020, all the paperwork regarding patent process. It took around 18 months. And then finally, or I think more than 18 months, in 2020 March, 2022, sorry, just 3 months ago, I think so. Beginning of March, we were given also the patent that we have submitted, the EPO. Just a step a little bit before, in February, we have finished, as I mentioned, the pilots, but at the same time, we were able to make an agreement with an American company, because during this period of time of the pilots and while we were able to sell them also at the same time and to get some revenues to our pilots clients,
So Christos, what is the deal that you made with the US company? I mean, are they gonna use the device or not? Or they could have you on the...
No, the American company, the deal we did is something that give us a very great advantage, is the fact that this company has created an open source platform that homogenizes the different kind of devices and protocols. So it's an Internet of Things platform. And you can make use of any kind of different devices and protocols, and then make use of our own algorithms. So it is like we make use this platform, and then we come on the top with our own platform, and we are making use of our own artificial intelligence algorithms, and we are able to achieve an average of 40% of energy efficiency without making use our own smart thermostat device. But right now we can make use of any kind of device. So this is very unique, because in general and everywhere globally, the main problem is that when you are trying to make use of a building energy management system, you can make use only of one device or protocol. So what happened is we have been able, by getting this contract with this company in the United States, first of all, they are providing us an open source platform that homogenize different devices and protocols. So it's an Internet of Things platform. Then we are coming on the top with our own Internet of Things platform and with our own algorithms and our optimization based on artificial intelligence also, so that we can apply it in any kind of building, anywhere in the world, any size, because up to now, the systems that have been used, they were not based on artificial intelligence. They are very static, deterministic, as we call them, And there is a huge difference regarding the energy efficiency, because we are making use of cloud technology. So making use of cloud technology gives us a great advantage. We are having Amazon cloud. We're making use of Amazon, and we have this platform so that we can make use of any different number of devices or protocols, while we have also our own, algorithms to be able to get this great energy efficiency, which, as I mentioned, it is an average. Actually, we have seen it with our own device in difference, and then in different buildings to get more energy efficient of 40%. I mean, we had 56%. And then we have been able, from January up to now, to test at the same time the different devices, because we are having also this great advantage to get any kind of device that we want from this company, from very well-known other companies, manufacturing companies. And we have been able to test it with our algorithms, and we still, of course, have this kind of energy efficiency. So
Christos, let me interrupt you. So right now you are selling the device and the AI technology that you have built. You make only the AI technology, you provide, the different components, how you can combine them or how you combine it.
Yes. Well, our intention, by the way, from all this has been that we have been focused as a software as a service company.
Mhm.
So our very strong point is our algorithms.
Mhm.
So the fact is that we decided that we will make use of this advantage that we have with this company, with this contract, with this American company, to get the hardware only in cases that it is necessary.
Mhm.
Um, because we would prefer to provide only the software as a service. Now, of course, what happens is a lot of buildings do not have anything. They are completely empty, as we call them, and they need to get also the hardware. So we can provide the hardware plus the software, yeah, in some buildings if they are asked, but mainly we are providing the software as a service. That's
Uh,
our
So great, I got it. And nowadays, all we know that energy is a very, very serious issue, and the industry makes efforts in order to face it. So I think that the market is gonna boom on that field. What's your reaction on that? And so let's go to the market analysis and tell me more about is the market big enough? So what you see on that thing? Are there any other competitors? So yeah, please tell me more about the market and things on
yes.
that.
Yes, well, there is some market actually, which we call them building energy management system. So I would rather say right now, this market that is related with the software as a service, not the hardware, okay? Because if we add the hardware, it's a little bit different. We're talking about only companies that are focused on software as a service. First of all, there are very, very few globally. If I'm not mistaken, in Greece, there is none. They don't create their software. It's very hard. I mean, big companies like Siemens, ABB, Honeywell, they have come to us. They do not create their own the software. They are going to some other possibly startups like our own ones and to get the software. And then they present it as a holistic solution to the problem of the BEMS. So right now, the market is around, in Europe, global is 6.4 billion. It is projected to become in 2028 with an annual increase of 12%, around 16 billion euros. And in European Union, it's around 1.4 billion. And in the countries, in the 4 countries that our company operates, which these are Greece, Belgium, Luxembourg, Spain, it's 200 million.
Okay, so that's great. So you are going that you are on a growing market. So what do you see? Where you see your initiative in the next 5 years?
Well, in the next 5 years, I would rather say we go step by step. So right now we are in the seed round to be able to get, let's say, some fast money, as we call them, in a certain way till the end of the year or till the first 3 months of the 2022. We're looking for 850K actually of euros, yeah. To get it, and we have been able to apply a number of different European proposals. I think we also been able, it's around, we have 6.5 million from the EIC accelerator, so we believe that we might be able to become the first Greek company to get it, yes. And some other kind of sources that we have also. But what we are looking to be able in 5 years, I would rather say, based on the amount of the money that we will be able to generate and possibly to get funded, we are looking first until the end of the year to establish ourselves in Greece, Belgium, Luxembourg, and a little bit more in Spain. Yeah. Then, since we are also at the same time right now participating in an accelerator in the Athens Chamber, regarding neighborhood countries. And so we're looking to expand further on in 2023 in countries like Bulgaria and Cyprus. And at the same time, in 2023 till the end of this, to be able to enter in markets like France, Germany, and United Kingdom. Once we will be able to enter there and establish ourselves, then the next step in 2024 further on would be to enter in markets in the United States, and sometime between 2024 and 2025 also to be able to enter in the Latin America, in the LATAM countries. And then I would rather say in 5 years period of time to be able to be a global player in smart cities and communities regarding building energy management system software.
Okay, that's great. So I like the vision, and I like to follow this trip actually. So how does your startup make money? So I understood that it's a SaaS model, but how do you charge it? Is it a license? Is it per month? How do you charge the clients?
Yes, as I mentioned before, because the market is a very emerging market and there is not really a very clear solution that is being given by the existing, let's say, companies all over the world, not just in Greece. We are getting money. Our revenues are coming, first of all, being a software as a service company from a subscription fee that is monthly. And now this subscription fee, it has 4 different kinds of packages. So we have the basic, the standard, the advanced, and the premium. Yeah. This is based on the fact that it is from the data generated. That means from the number of different devices that are installed and the signals are coming out of it. So for example, our software is directly also related with the fact of how many devices will be used on a building, yeah, inside a building. So if we will have, let's say, one device might have at least 3 parameters, so 3 signals, let's put it like this. And this can be temperature, humidity, and occupancy. So these are 3 data points, as we call them. Yeah. So we have less than 100 data points, then between 100 and 250, 250, 500, and
I see.
500. So the model is based subscription fee, and then depending from the number of devices that are installed and based on the kind of the building that exists, yeah, yeah. And then we might have finally, so we're getting also, apart from the software, if we will be ourselves the ones that to buy, not install, buy the devices, we are getting also a percentage from the selling of the devices. Yes. Plus, lastly, in case of having large companies, especially industrial companies or companies that they have big surface areas, let's say that they're making use, we can make, or like ESCOs, yeah, we can make use of percentage of the, we can have a percentage of the energy savings that comes. But what does it mean really? This is very new in the market. It means that we make an agreement, let's say, with our client, who is that our software will bring 50% at the end user. And then we're just saying from this 50%, maybe a 10%, so 5 and 5% between us and the intermediate will be based on the energy savings that will come to the energy user.
Okay, that's great. So is there any setup fee when you set up the software as a service, or you go straight with the subscription model?
The setup fee has to do with, we have the fee, which is the first one is 150 euros. It's based on the data. So if we have less than 100 data points, which is, I think, more or less, it's between 20 devices. So if we have less than 20 devices on a building, we have 150 euros per month on the fee. Yeah. And then it depends from the number of devices.
Okay. And what about, you said about the setup fee? And I see that there is maybe an opportunity on data. So you collect data, you build a data pool. So is it something that it's quite important, and probably it could lead the market the next few years, or is something that it doesn't matter for that kind of business?
What do you mean exactly with the setup fee?
No. You talked to me about the setup fee, but I'm talking for another thing. So about data, is it data critical? So if this could be a data, data, you could sell data, or you could do more with data?
Yes, actually what happened is this depends from the client itself. Just to give you a very simple idea is that the main parameters that the sensors do have are temperature, humidity, and occupancy. But then again, occupancy is just to see the number of persons that they are moving, so to personalize, to customize the model itself. But what happened is a lot of clients are asking for other things, like, for example, CO2 emissions, which is very important for private companies, because in that way they can control, I mean, especially chemical companies, petroleum companies, or any other kind of companies that they might be using some toxic things in their own industry, heavy industry. So this is another issue, that we can include. Some others are asking also for the PM 2.5, smaller, than CO2 emissions, or there are different kinds of sensors that they can be used depending from the kind of industry that might look like. Yeah. So it's very flexible. It's very flexible, and the data generated, as you mentioned, can be more and more. Yes, that's true.
Okay, great. So, and yeah, I see that you told me about the patents that you have and on that thing. So are there any other, barriers to entering the market for other startups, or, you must go the quickest in the market and acquire more customers and more customers?
Yes, right now we have the patent for Europe, and we are focusing on the kind of industry that we are looking more to be able to apply. We have also national and international. So in case of nationally, we have a big national call in Greece with public buildings, municipalities. So we are entering there. And we have been doing our offers in the municipalities. And this includes also, by the way, hardware, because municipalities do not have anything really, technically speaking, on that. Yeah. But at the same time, we are making our offers also because at least in Greece, there is also this national call in September for private companies. And we have been already offered, we have some contracts with companies. We have companies that they are related with cosmetics. We have companies that they are related with export of fruits. So they have different kinds of fridges, and because they are looking to be able to reduce their energy costs, their building energy management costs, and also at the same time, they would like to show a more ESG approach, environmental, sustainability, governmental, because we are fulfilling at least 6 of the different kinds of the United Nations parameters as a company regarding our tool. And this is something that the companies, as I was speaking the other day with a private one, they are really looking for to be able to apply. So somebody who will be able to get and apply the software as a service tool in the private company in the building, they will get also this ESG certification, yeah. And at the same time, they will have also, by being the CO2 emissions getting, yeah. And they can see it, of course, in real time in their own, platform, because they can have on real time what we do see, they can see. The only difference is that they cannot make any kind of changes. We are the ones who make the changes in the platform, in the software itself. But they can see everything, and they can show it per month, yes, to anywhere, so that they can get, let's say, because usually what happens is they are getting some profit out of it, economic profit. So I think it's a very great opportunity right now, not just in Greece, but all over the world, because they are following this ESG model and the CO2 emissions, and we can provide them with our tool.
Okay, great. And you told me before about the that you are right now looking for seed funding. At the same time, yeah, that you probably will be the one that you get EIC money. So that's something quite interesting. What about the liquidity? I mean, do you have enough runaway for the next few months? So is it something that, you could do it like bootstrap, or is important for you to have some players and some investors in your startup?
Yes, we do have money from now speaking till at least for 9 to 12 months to be able to at least for a year, yeah, to have the company working without any problem. But the point is not just that. We don't want just to work without any problem. Since we are in the seed round, we do expand very fast, because this is a very hot topic. Energy, I think right now is #1 problem globally, yeah. So the fact is that we are having a lot of petition from people from different kinds of sectors. I mean, we have from industry, we have from hotels. Hotels had a huge problem regarding heating, ventilation, air conditioning. Yes, very big problem. And we want to expand, and we want this 850K because, as I mentioned before, we're establishing ourselves and in these 4 countries, as I mentioned, but we want to expand further on. And there is a lot of petition, yeah, and we need to be able to have the right people. In this case, right people for us are not just software engineers, which are mainly the ones that we are making use, are people on the marketing and sales, so that they can really grow very fast our position in these 4 countries plus the other ones, because as I mentioned before, we want to expand and we are expanding fast. So that is the reason that we are asking for, we came out and we are looking for this 850,000 euros. Of course, we might be able to get it either from, as I mentioned before, from a European project, because we have 6 different European projects submitted already. I mean, that includes also the EIC accelerator. Just the EIC accelerator itself, it's 8.5 million, and the rest is 2.5 million from European projects that we have submitted. And we are getting also revenues now from, since February, from companies, and we are making our own deals right now with companies in Greece. And of course, for all this, we need people. Yeah,
I see. And that's the next question. So before that, could you tell us about how many customers you have and how many do you have, prospecting customers? I mean, that are on the pipeline?
Yes, so we had we started having the pilots that they became customers. So we had 8 pilots, 6 of them became customers. So we have these are software as a service, B2B. This is not so much money because they were, mainly based on a few devices, I would rather say. But that doesn't mean so much, because at the end of the day, what we wanted was to be able to prove that in larger
validate, yeah, of course.
Yes. And so what became is that we have a pre-contract with a big municipality of 12 buildings, 14,000 square meters. And now we are in talks with 3 more municipalities in Greece to get around 50,000 square meters. Yes, this is around 30 buildings. We have talks with actually to be able to have and sign contract till the end of August. With 2 companies, one in the south that has, it's an export fruit company. It's around 20,000 square meters. And then we have another company with cosmetics in the north of Greece.
So you have a pipeline. So that's why you need
Yes.
more people. And on that thing,
yes.
could you tell me please about the team and why you are the one that you could make it happen? And yeah.
Yes. Well, as I mentioned before from the beginning, we are a very compact team. So we have, let's put it in a certain way, 2 kinds of units. The main one, which is 4 persons, the engineers. We know each other between 4 to 10 years because we have worked together as researchers. And the second unit, which more on the sales, there are 3 persons. So we have 4 full-time, 3 part-time right now. 7 in total. We know also each other a long time, and we have great mentors, advisors. We have 2 advisors, mentors from 2 different VCs in UK. Then we have a great advisor, mentor from Slovenia. And then we have 2 more from Greece this time that they know very well the Greek reality, as well also as the others, but they are helping us in this kind of effort.
So I see, and yeah, for sure, I know that the European Union and the countries, due to the Green Deal and the current situation with energy, for sure are investing a lot of money on that field. So there are opportunities. You are in a market that is growing and is gonna boom the next few years. So on that point, we talked about, let's say, the most things. So what about your exit strategy? Is there any exit strategy, or you see some potential companies that probably would like to acquire a company like yours? Will be
Well,
APB the one that you will probably acquire you, or you are going to IPO?
well, the point is, as I mentioned before, we would like first to establish the company in these countries that we are operating in the next 9 to 12 months maximum. But of course, we are looking forward at the same time to have a strategic partner if possible. And then we are looking forward after the seed to go in Series A, to go more than 5 million euros at least. And then at that point, possibly, I would imagine to have a stronger percentage from some VCs or even a strategic partner. But I think, we are somewhere in the middle between, our exit is projected to be in 4.5 years. Yeah. So if that would be from a strategic partnership or from VCs, would depend. I would rather say what we are looking is persons or VCs that they would like to invest on us and they would like to grow fast with us. We would like to be part of it. And then when we will come the moment, that this exit will take place, we would agree on that. As I mentioned, we believe that this exit will be between 4 to 5 years after the Series B round.
Okay. So yeah, this is I think that there is huge potential on what you're doing, and I believe that there is great opportunity for people that would like, or companies or VCs to check it out and learn more about you. It was a very great opportunity to have you on board and learn more about Inteligg and about you, Christos. So thanks a lot. But before of that, I would like to sum up with a quote, your favorite quote.
Well, our favorite quote is, as it is mentioned in our website, we are looking on smart cities and communities, and for our own product service, we can rocket your energy savings on buildings. That's it.
Okay, that's great. And, you combine the motto, the brand motto with your motto, and, it's quite amazing. So thanks us again. I wish you the best, and we will be in touch.
Thank you very much, Simon. Thank you. Thank you.
Great.
Bye-bye.